Hello Taurus, this is your spiritual bestie Ciara. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I just want to say this is going to be a special reading on today. This reading is called Hidden Messages. That's right, we're going to get some tea on some hidden messages that you need to know at this time, Taurus, so we can just, get ourselves together, be ready, right? So we're not surprised when it happens. Anyway, this is a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This is also a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Other than that, let's get straight into it, Taurus, so we can see what's hidden from you at this time. Okay. Oh, I'm also going to start with my Wisdom Oracle deck, and I'm going to be reading the protection message. Then from there, we're going to pull 3 hidden messages with tarot and then clarify. All right, for Taurus, Spirit, what's hidden from them? Ooh. All right. On the bottom, you got Not For You, number 6. And you got here Time to Go, which is number 45. So for some of you, you could be seeing 444, 4545, or 555. I'm getting a lot of change energy. 5s in the tarot usually means shifts, changes. And I feel like a lot of us earth signs are doing a lot of shifting and changing this second quarter of 2024. But we are going to go ahead and read straight into some messages for this. Like I said, I'm going to read the protection message. And then I'm also going to read the key points. So the key words for Time to Go, this oracle, is endings, completion, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience. That is so interesting. I won't be surprised if we get the 8 of Cups. I feel like all of the earth signs are kind of getting to that point of endings, completions, and just kind of walking away from things or acknowledging things that are no longer serving us and just moving in like a new direction. I think I mentioned this in the Virgo video. I feel like for earth signs, the first quarter was healing, right? It was healing, taking care of ourselves, trying to figure it out, right? And then now, the second quarter is feeling like evaluation. What's serving you, what's not serving you, walking away from things that no longer serve you, and then being like, all right, awesome, you serve me, let's connect, let's build from there. That's kind of what it feels like for quarter 2 for earth signs. A lot of evaluation energy. But anyway, Taurus, the protection message says, right, even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation, Taurus, that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural. As it doesn't have the map of your destiny, the soul does. Interesting. Taurus, Spirit loves you. Trust that. I love that. Spirit loves you. Trust that. Y'all, that's a word right there. I don't know if anybody else felt like, throwing their phone or something, because that was a word. Anyway, so Time to Go is, it seems like they kind of are saying that something's coming back around for you, Taurus. That I won't lie, that made me a little nervous, right? But it seems like something is either coming back around or it's I don't know. I'm just getting, it sounds like exactly what it said was, it's not an ending, it's a break. That's what they said. And they're telling you to be careful. I'm getting almost that round and round energy, that 9 of Swords, where it's like never ending nightmare. And there's a need for you to kind of like, actually, interesting. Sorry, I was just aimlessly shuffling. I got the 10 of Cups and the Lovers. Could be an ending in a relationship, an ending in a friendship. It could be an ending in a partnership, a business. But Lovers is usually sometimes a choice, right? It can be, yes, love, but it doesn't have to be a marriage, right? Or a relationship in the love sense. It could be just love between friends or roommates, besties, childhood friends. I don't know. I'm getting an ending, though. There is an ending taking place and a new beginning. But we'll talk about it in a minute. Anyway. All right, so let's get some messages for you, Taurus, at this time. Messages that are hidden from you. All right. And I'm hoping this video doesn't go too long. Y'all know how I get. Alrighty. First hidden message for Taurus. Uh-oh. Should I just take both? Let me redo it. Sorry, Taurus, like 2 came out. I want to just get 1. All right. 1 hidden message for Taurus. Okay. So we're going to pull 3 hidden messages. 10 of Wands. Interesting. Another 10. Hidden messages for Taurus. Okay. Interesting. The Hierophant. 1 more, please. Hidden messages for Taurus. Right. All right. The 5 of Wands. So a lot of Wands energy, Taurus. A lot of Wands energy. On the bottom, you have the 4 of Wands. Okay. Here, we're going to put it like this so you can see it. Now, let me check to see if everything is in view. Okay, yes, it is. Okay, we're going to clarify these as well. But that's so interesting. So, the Hierophant, honestly, I think this is the only card that has come back out. The Hierophant wasn't even a card that came out in any of the hidden messages for Virgo or Capricorn. But the bottom of the deck was the Hierophant for Virgo, I should say. So, and also the Hierophant is you, Taurus. It is the card of Taurus in the major arcana. So, but let's talk about it. First message that's hidden from you is the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is the card of overworked, overburdened energy. It's exhausting. It's draining, right? It is also having too many responsibilities. Sometimes it's even not even having responsibilities that are not even your own. Sometimes the 10 of Wands is not even having, it's some of those wands could be responsibilities that are not even yours, but someone gave to you or they expected you to handle. You know what I got? Taurus, come on now. You know what I got? I just got someone being like, you can handle that for me, right? Like them just handing it to you and walking away. Like they expect you to do it because you've done it before, kind of energy. So some of you could be kind of dealing with someone who just feels very, I was going to say lazy, incompetent. I don't know. I don't like talking bad about people. But if the shoe fits, Taurus, listen, you know, okay, we're going to have an open, honest conversation, right? Your oracle says time to go. First card is X of Wands. I mean, not X of Wands, 10 of Wands. Well, X of Wands kind of work too, but 10 of Wands, which is something being too much for you. Feeling overworked, overburdened about something. There's a need for you to go. And you know what? This could even be a job. Not just a relationship. It could be a job. I'm getting that there might be several things in your life that you're just like, I have to let that go. I cannot do it. 4 of Wands here, though, is a card of celebration, right? It is a card of union. And it can be a card of marriage. Can be a card of harmony. Can be a card of finish. I would like to say finish line, completion energy as well. Some of you could really definitely be seeing 444 or 555 or 4545 because we have the 5 here too. But let's clarify the 10 of Wands first. We'll get into the other messages soon. All right. Why the 10 of Wands for Taurus? 10 of Wands. Oh. Interesting. I think you're the first sign to have 2 pop out at the same time during this reading. Okay. So I got the Knight of Wands and the 8 of Swords. May have to. Okay, that kind of fit. It kind of works. We'll leave it like that. Here. So you can kind of see it all. Okay. So you have the Knight of Wands, 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords, so interesting. So Knight of Wands is a card of fast-paced energy. It is a card of going for something. It's inspiration, desire, passion. The downside with the Knight of Wands, though, is they are a bit impulsive, right? They'll randomly decide to do something else. They won't always stick to their word or what they're saying they're going to do. And then with the Eight of Swords here, that is feeling trapped, right? But it is also like a self-entrapment, imprisonment. It can be a victim mentality or feeling like you can't get out of a situation. I'm getting you've been feeling maybe overworked, overburdened by a fire sign. Some of you could be a younger fire sign or someone who acts like they're younger, but they're not. You know, maybe someone who's a little emotionally immature, right? Or they might just be financially immature even. And they're just not very good with, with sticking to what they said they're going to do. That's what I'm getting, not sticking to their word. For some of you, that could be the first, hidden messages. 10 of Wands is also an ending, by the way. 10s in the tarot are endings. So there might be a need for you to end something that is overburdensome and taxing on you. But I also want to say the other message is, this is not another person, you could be going towards something new and feeling a little insecure about it, or feeling like you maybe are not enough, right? I really think it's the first option because the cards are kind of clear, my loves, but it feels like for some of you, I'm trying to think of other things, other messages here for this instead of just that one, because there's so many of us, right, in the world. But Taurus, I'm getting for the second message, you could just be you know what? It doesn't even have to be love. This could even just be like a roommate or even a job. I'm hearing an irresponsible boss where you literally have been like the boss. You've been acting as the boss because the boss just isn't a great boss. They hired you to basically do their job, but they don't pay you enough to really do their job, right? But for some of you, you could be going full speed ahead towards something, and you might be tired already from something else and feeling like you're not enough, but you want to continue forward. Like you have the drive. You want to continue forward. You don't want to give up, right? All right, so for the second message we're getting is the Hierophant. It's so interesting. The Hierophant is you, Taurus, which is so funny. But the Hierophant is a card of tradition, right? He is a card of tradition, of wisdom, of knowledge and intellect. He's the person people come to get answers, right? And he also kind of acts as a beacon between the spiritual world and the reality, right? The human world, I was gonna say, but reality. So some of you could be tapping into a very wisdom-based time. For some of you, you could even be talking to a boss or someone or a mentor, or you could be acting as a mentor. This could also just be saying your job in general, because the Hierophant is, yes, work, contracts, right? He is like institutions even. It could be, for some of you, I don't know why I'm getting this, but like a hospital or like I'm getting like an actual, like a college, right? Something that is considered like an institution within our world. Something that is deemed of high respect is the best way to put it. All right, but let's clarify it so we can get more answers because it feels very general. Why the Hierophant for the second message for what's hidden for Taurus? Interesting. That flopped out. Queen of Swords. Interesting. Queen of Swords actually came out for Virgo as well. Oh, interesting. You got the Fool on the bottom, taking a leap of faith towards something new. I'm hearing being very clear and concise with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a card of boundaries, right? Unbiased judgment. It is a card of clear thinking and clear judgment, and also a sharp mind. Being very perceptive and seeing things from an eagle eye view. The fact that you got it here with the Hierophant, it feels like for some of you, you could be seeing something clearly for the first time when it comes to your job, when it comes to a marriage for some of you. It could be something, you know what I just heard? For some of you, it could even be a church. Listen, I'm not going to touch that. I'm just going to say that and leave that there. But what I'm getting is Some of you could be seeing something clearly for the first time and exposing something. I'm hearing exposing it to the world. I don't know why. Taurus, some of you could be getting some information and really being able to tap into that information for your good, right? For your bit. It's funny, I did your April reading, and then I did your next 3-month reading. Your April reading, I actually say, Taurus, I think you figured out the cheat codes, like to success, like to life even. I feel like you're getting the cheat codes. And I feel like that's kind of, oh my God, the Hierophant came out again at the bottom. Sorry. Anyway, I'm kind of getting a little bit of that, like the cheat codes. Like, I feel like you're getting downloads and information. Could be getting it from Spirit. You could be doing more research even. But you're getting some information that's allowing you to move forward in a direction that's best suited for you. But I feel like they're telling you when it's time to go, though, it'll be time to go. There is a need for you to kind of break a cycle, break a chain, but also like kind of see something for what it is and really acknowledge and evaluate it and see, is it for you or is it not for you? All right, last one is the 5 of Wands. All right, so the 5 of Wands is a card. I like to call it my my interview card. 5 of Wands is a card of, they are literally training with wood wands on the original deck. And they're training not with swords, but with wands, with wooden sticks, because they're trying to not, they don't like want to hurt each other, but they want to train, right? It is, I'm getting like learning from each other. Can also be conflict as well. Can be passionate conflict. You know, I'm getting a little bit of like someone coming in and not knowing all the facts. And they're passionate about what they're saying. They think they're absolutely correct, Taurus, but they don't know everything about the situation. They've only been fed half of the story that the other person wanted to share because they wanted to keep themselves in a good light. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But let's clarify the 5 of Wands. What is this conflict that is being hidden so we can know about it, right? What is this conflict, this 5 of Wands for Taurus? Why the 5 of Wands for Taurus, for what's hidden from them? Interesting. 8 of Wands at the bottom. So you have a lot of fire. You got a lot of fire in this reading, Taurus. 8 of Wands talks about speed. Can talk about travel, air travel. So some of you could be traveling. There also could be a conflict with news coming in, by the way. But anyway, King of Wands. So you could have a conflict with the fire sign. I said that already, which is interesting. King of Wands is a card of the entrepreneur card. He is the leader. He is the visionary. He is the he thinks of the big picture, right? But the thing about the King of Wands, the downside with the King of Wands is he can be quite egotistical and misogynist, and he can be a little belittling, right? He is not a card that is, how do I put this? He thinks he knows best and that he's right. I'm sure we can all think of one person in our life that fits that bill. Or at least one person, I should say. And with the 5 of Wands here, there might be a conflict with an earth sign. I mean, not earth sign, a fire sign. Some of you could also have a conflict with a boss, a supervisor, someone who is, I'm getting authority, or someone who might be over you. Some of you could even be having a conflict with, I don't know why I heard officer of the law, but that's not really what the King of Wands is. But for some reason, I got a little bit of officer of the law for some reason. Some of you could be, maybe not a conflict with an officer of the law, but some of you could be dealing with the cops or a judge or having to speak your truth regarding a conflict with someone. Right? You're maybe needing to stand your ground and stick up for yourself and say something. And I'm only speaking intuitively right now because that's what I'm feeling. There might be a need for you to kind of speak up and stand your ground on something. Because I feel like if you don't speak up, you won't get what you need or what you want out of a situation. Anyway, I just heard be careful with your words though. So that's for some of you, a specific person or specific people out there. Also with the King of Wands, this could also just be you, right? Like I said, Five of Wands is my interview card. You could be getting an opportunity to interview and actually being able to boss up, right? Get a job, get an opportunity where you're going to be maybe elevating in ranks. For some of you, you could start off as like an entry level, employee, and then now you're being bumped up to level 2 because you did an interview, you beat out the competition, you showed your strengths, and now you're level 2. You're getting paid more, you have a little bit more responsibility, but it's worth it because the pay is getting better, right? Or because you actually want it, you went out for it. For some of you, like I said, you could have been ending a job and starting a new job. For some of you, this could literally have been an ending of a job or an ending of I'm hearing a financial resource for some of you, but this could be an ending of a solid, stable financial resource or a job. And then you kind of tapping into what do you actually want and going for it and finding. And I was supposed to put that here, 8 of Wands here at the bottom. All right, so that's your reading, Taurus. I do hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. I would love that. Comment down below what's happening for you. If some of this is resonating, or any of you interviewing for a new job, got a new job, let me know. I am your spiritual bestie, and I would love to keep in contact with you. Also, if you have a Virgo bestie or a Capricorn sister, go ahead and shoot the link if you feel up to sharing, if you feel like they would enjoy one of my readings. Please, consider. But other than that, it seems like there's a lot happening in April for the earth signs, and I'm excited because we're going to be seeing a lot of shifts and changes, right? And the fact that we're getting to evaluate and make those changes ourselves means that we are in power and in control. So we are over our own destiny at this time, Taurus. That is what I'm trying to say. So I hope you enjoyed this hidden message. I hope it resonated. Other than that, I'll see you in my next reading. Take care of yourselves and have a great rest of your April. Bye-bye.